One of the great things about our job is obviously selling homes, and part of the process of that is receiving offers in from buyers who have fallen in love with the property. And it's great when we receive an offer, but before we take that offer to our sellers, we will always do our initial due diligence on that offer. So even before buyers come to view a home, we've got a good understanding of who they are, what their position is, have they spoken with a mortgage advisor, do they have a property to sell. Lisa, on that viewing again, would have had more of an in-depth conversation. So when we receive an offer from them, we kind of already know what their position is, but what we're doing is we're just really confirming each detail before we take it to our sellers. So we want to know that not only do they have a mortgage in principle, but that they've actually sat down and had an affordability appointment with a mortgage advisor. This tells us that they know what they can afford and that they're really serious. If they have a property to sell and it's not on the market, then we want an understanding of where that property is, what price the property is. So again, we can get an understanding of who the potential buyer is for that property. So it then allows us to potentially manage any chain. Or if they are already on the market and they've received an offer, then what we'll do is we'll chain check, which means we'll contact either the solicitor or the estate agent so we can find out who their buyer is and what their position is. When I bring an offer to our sellers, I want them to know the whole story so they can make an informed decision. Unfortunately, too many sales fall through because the right questions were not asked. And a lot of the times you find that people will tell you that the house is under offer, but what they don't tell you is that their buyer has a property to sell. And chains are not a bad thing as long as they're managed correctly, but for me, I don't want any nasty surprises for my sellers. So when I present an offer, I want them to know all the information so they can make an informed decision that that buyer is the right buyer for them. And most importantly, that buyer is going to be able to take it to a concluded missive.